The ability to concentrate or focus on something for any length of time, it's a valuable skill. And it's a skill that we seem to be losing. With everything else in the world, it's something that is getting rarer and rarer. And if you're over 50, there's a very good chance that you can remember a time when, yeah, actually, you could concentrate, you could get focus. But distraction seems to be becoming the norm. Without us realising it, without it being in their face, but we're being distracted more and more. In this video I want to talk about that and maybe come up with some ways that we can start getting that focus back, start building that skill again. Distractions become normal. It's one of those things that seems to have crept in. We're used to the notifications that come up on our phone and our watches, just about anything. Messages pop up all over the place. We seem to live by notifications. We seem to move and do things because of alerts that we get. We've got emails that once we might have been able to go, okay, I'll look at that email and I'll deal with it at a certain time. More and more, instead of the emails, we're getting instant messaging, we're getting text messages, we're getting WhatsApp, whatever it is. And that part where people used to think, well, I'll send that and the person will get back to me when they can get back to me, is becoming less and less. There's now an expectation that you're going to answer straight away. Where did that come from? Well, when you look around, more and more of what's actually happening as far as media is concerned, television, radio, internet, YouTube, more and more things are getting that little bit faster. They're getting that little bit shorter. And I think we're at the stage where we don't even notice it anymore. I used to really go, no, I'm not interested in shorts. I'm not interested in shorts. And then I started watching one or two. To be perfectly honest, they're good fun. You know, Danny Sapko's based shorts, and I really like them. Garen, he's pretty funny. And I get into it, and next thing I know, I'm just scrolling. What's the next one? What's the next one? What's the next one? And you get into it and you get used to it. And apparently on YouTube, they're finding that people are either watching lots of shorts or lots of long form videos, really long form videos. The long form videos is great, but we seem to have missed that ability. We seem to be growing away from the spending 5-10 minutes at something, which unfortunately this video is going to be 5 or 10 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't scare you too much and you'll go away, or you'll just go away anyway, I don't know. That ability, that skill is getting less and less. And you're seeing it more in people who are going, I want to do something. I want to do something outside of work. I want to do something where I need to be motivated myself. There is a goal that I want to have. There's a dream that I want to have. But getting less and less of that ability or motivation to actually go and do it. And I think a lot of that is because that focus and that ability to concentrate on things is being robbed from us. Focus isn't always about finding that quiet, serene place where you can concentrate on exactly what it is you want to do. Some people find that quiet, serene place by putting headphones on and listening to metal or drum and bass or all sorts of things. I used to, a long time ago, Sean Major on this one, I would have Leftism, Left Field's first album, I think it was. I would have Leftism on constant repeat. There was just something about it. It just got me into that rhythm of working. I was finding that concentration. And it's something I must admit, I don't have so much now. Whether I listen to a lot of ambient music, maybe the rhythm isn't there, I don't know. But that isn't there so much anymore. So it's really about us understanding what allows us to block out the noises, because that's what it is. We need to look at blocking out more and more of the noise. When was the last time you actually did what all the good well-being gurus say and left your phone in another room? When was the last time you put it onto airplane mode? Or even put it onto silent or do not disturb or anything like that? When was the last time you went and blocked out time on your diary and actually used it for something rather than using it for catch-up. There's so many things that get in the way of that. Being able to block that noise, whether the noise is actually noise or whether it's other people, being able to block that, putting those boundaries in for ourselves, just the small boundaries. We don't need to be massive things. We don't need to go overboard on it. Just the things that suit us. Being able to do that can be so valuable for ourselves. And sometimes those boundaries have to be for us as well as other people. There's a technique that I talk about a lot when I'm doing group stuff, and it's called a distraction list. And it helps a great deal if you're trying to do something and things are popping into your head, just writing it down and putting it to one side saying, I'll get to that later on. It's amazing how you can fool the brain. So doing things like that so that you're not getting in the way of yourself. You're not trying to distract yourself by keeping lots of things in your head. I must remember that, I must remember that. Just write it down. Some people might call it a to-do list, some people a diary, a distraction list, whatever it is. Just write it down. It will help a great deal because you're then not having to keep it in your head. That also leads on to thinking that you need to contact people. Well, decide when you're going to contact them. Is it important? Do you need to contact them just now? Do you really need to contact them just now? When you do that, you're starting to take that a bit of control back. And whilst it might not be that you switch off all your notifications and all of a sudden you've got this superpower of concentration, it builds it up. The same way that over a good number of years now, our ability to concentrate and focus and stay on the one topic has shrunk and shrunk and shrunk. We can build it back up. That's the thing, we can build it back up. And when we build it back up, we are getting the chance, we are giving ourselves the chance to actually start focusing on the things that we really want to do, rather than being distracted by lots of alerts, lots of things that we now perceive that has to be done now. Why does it have to be done now? Who's saying it has to be done now? Take that control back. And when you're taking that control back, you're giving yourself that chance to do the things that you want to do. To start giving yourself that chance to sit and think even. What is it you want to do? What does it actually mean, that thought or that dream that you've had? What does it actually mean? How can you actually start approaching it? How can you start planning it out? How can you start getting more clarity around it? You're giving yourself that back. And that's a big, valuable thing to be doing. That's giving you the chance to do what you want to do. And especially if you're over 50, midlife or further on or beyond or whatever, that's important because all these distractions can really get in the way. And all of a sudden you're sitting at 50 and you're thinking, I would quite like to take up running, or I would quite like to go sailing or something like that. And the next thing you know, you're 60 going, yeah, running and sailing would be really be good. And it's not just these bigger things. It's whatever it is you're wanting to do, whatever hobby, maybe taking up a side hustle, maybe change of career. All these things are possible, but only when you know where you are just now. And you don't get a chance to know where you are just now if you don't have that chance to sit and think. And that's what taking back your focus, taking back your ability to concentrate allows you to do. It allows you to find out where you are just now, not just where you want to be, but where you are just now. Because if you don't know where you are just now, how do you know you've got somewhere? How do you know there's any progress? How do you know where you want to go? Focus and concentration unlock so much more than productivity. It's not just about us being able to work better, although that helps, that might give you that bit of clarity, might give you that bit of ease in your work and so on. But it also gives you that chance outside of work. It gives you something for you. By starting to look at the notifications you're getting, by starting to really consider when do I need to call that person back, by even thinking, am I getting in my own way? Am I prioritizing things wrong? Am I reacting all the time? By looking at them, you can start to find a model that works for you that helps build that focus, helps build that concentration, and it's bit by bit. Your brain loves small wins. Look for the small wins, because as that happens, it builds up into something a lot bigger. As always, thanks very much for watching the video. Really do appreciate it. If you want to leave any comments, it'd be great to hear from you, get a bit of a discussion going in the comments would be brilliant. Likes, subscribe, whatever you fancy doing would be really appreciated. And hopefully we'll see you in the next video. A quick little note, the next video might not be at the end of this week because we're going away on a bit of a road trip. So it will be within the next week or so. But the next video is coming along, and don't forget, check out the newsletter, which the link for that is in the description and the comments underneath. Okay, thanks very much. See you soon. Bye.